Hello, myself T. Kaushik Reddy from Computer Science Engineering from E section, and my roll number is 229518050. And my topic for the software project management is classification of software project risk, managers established on rules and responsibilities. So let's get started. So first, what exactly the risk management process? How you manage the risk when it occurs? There are five stages you can say. First the plan, then track, then control them, then identify. First, sorry, I'm wrong. First identify them, identify the risk, then analyze the risk, plan how to execute or how to remove the risk and how to uh, get out of the risk. Then plan, then track the risk, then control. So first introduction. Risk is uncertain, even associated with future events which have a probability of occurrence, but it may or may not occur. And if occurs, it brings loss to the project. Risk identification and management are very important tasks during the software project development because success and failure of any software project depends on it. Project risk management involves identifying, assessing, and mitigating potential threats and opportunities that could affect a project's objectives. It aims to proactively address uncertainties to minimize negative impacts on project success while maximizing positive outcomes. Key steps include risk identification, analysis, response planning, and monitoring throughout the project lifestyle, ensuring timely and effective risk management. Risk management processes. So, software project risk managers are professional responsible for identifying and analyzing and managing risk specific to software development projects. Their role involves risk identification, identifying potential risks that could impact project objectives, including technical, schedule, resource, and external risks. Risk analysis. Assessing the likelihood and impact of identified risks on the project, considering their probability and potential consequences. Risk mitigation planning. Development strategies to mitigate or avoid identified risks, which may include contingency plans, risk transfer, or risk acceptance. Risk monitoring and control. Monitoring the project risk landscape throughout in life cycle, tracking identified risks, and implementing corrective actions as necessary. Communication and collaboration. Collaborating with project holders, stakeholders, including developers, project manager, and clients to ensure awareness of risks and alignment on mitigation strategies. Documenting and reporting. Maintaining comprehensive documentation of identifying risks, mitigation plans, and monitoring activities, and providing regular updates to project stakeholders. The risk management process. So first, the identification of the risk, list of potential risks, then go for the risk analysis, then the risk planning and risk monitoring, and come back to the risk analysis again. From the risk analysis contains the prioritized risk list. Risk planning means risk avoidance and contingency or the contingency plans. Risk monitoring means risk assessment. Types of risks. There are six types of risks. There are schedule risks, resource risks, technical risks, quality risks, financial risks, communication risks. First, the schedule risks. Delay in task completion, missed deadlines, or dependencies on external factors affecting project time. Resource risks. Insufficient budget, manpower, material, or equipment hindering project progress. Technical risks. Challenges related to technology, tools, or infrastructure that may cause system failures or performance issues. Quality risks. Defects, errors, or inadequate testing affecting the quality of deliverables. Financial risks. Budget overruns, currency fluctuations, or unexpected expenses impacting project finances. Communication risks. Poor communication among stakeholders or team members leading to misunderstanding or delays. So internal risks, and there are two types of risks, mainly that are internal risks and external risks. What internal risks contain and what external risks contain, as we can see in the slide, that are internal risks contains the financial, operational, technology. Next, the external risks, economic, environmental, legal, political, market, and social. So this three come financial, operational, technology. These three come under the internal risk, and economic, environmental, legal, political, market, social. These all six come under the external risks. Risk analysis: how you analyze the risk. Assess probability and seriousness of each risk. Probability may be very low, moderate, high, or very high. Risk effects might be catastrophic, serious, tolerate, or insignificant. Risk analysis: risk, probability, and effect. First risk: organizational financial problems, forced reduction in project budget. Probability low, effect catastrophic. Another risk is it is impossible to recruit staff with skills required for the project. Probability high, effect catastrophic. Catas- Catastrophic. Next, key staff are ill or at critical times in the project. Probability moderate, effect serious. Changes in requirement that require major design rework are proposed. Probability moderate, effect serious. The organization is restructured so that different management are responsible for the project. Probability high, effect serious. Another risks are the database used in project cannot process as many transactions per second as expected. Probability moderate, effect serious. The time required to develop software is underestimated. Probability high, effect serious. Customers fail to understand the impact of requirement change. Probability moderate, effects tolerable. Another risk is required training for staff is not available. Probability moderate, effect tolerable. Another risk is the size of software is underestimated. Probability high, effect tolerable. Risk planning: consider each risk and develop a strategy to manage that risk. Three common strategies are used: are avoidance strategies, minimization strategies, contingency plans. Avoidance strategies: the probability that the risk will arise is reduced. Minimization strategies: the impact of the risk on the project or the project will be reduced. Contingency plans: if the risk arises, contingency plans are plans to deal with that risk. Risk management strategies. First is organizational financial problem strategy. What strategies you need to follow for that is prepare a brief document for a senior management showing how project is making a very important contribution to goals of the business. Recruitment problems. Alert customers of the potential difficulties and possibilities of delay. Investigate buying in components. Staff illness. Reorganize the team so that there is more overlap of work and people therefore understand each other jobs. Defective components. Replace potentially defective components with bought in components of known reliability. Other list on what studies you follow for that is the requirement changes. List information on requirement change, impact, maximize information, hiding in the design. Organizational restructuring. Prepare a brief document for senior management showing how the project is making a view important contribution to goals of the business. Database performance. Investigate the possibility of a higher performance database. Underestimated development. Investigate buying in component. Investigate use of program generator. Risk monitoring. Assess each identified risk regularly to decide whether or not it's becoming less or more probable. Also access whether the effects of the risk have changed. Each key risk should be discussed at management progress meeting. Risk indicators, risk type and potential indicators. There are six risk types that are technology, people, organizational, tools, requirements, and estimation. And the potential indicators are also defined. First risk type is technology, and the potential indicator is late delivery of hardware or support software may be reported technology problems. People, poor staff morale, poor relationship amongst them, member job availability. Organizational gossip, lack of attention by senior management. Tools, reluctance by team members to use tools. Complaint about case tools, demands for higher power workstations. Requirements, many requirements change requests. Customer complaints. Estimation, failure to meet agreed schedule, failure to create reported defects. Roles and responsibilities. Project manager role, overall responsibility for project success. Responsibilities, identifying and assessing project risks, allocating resources for risk management activities, overseeing risk mitigation strategies, communicating risk to stakeholders. Risk analyst role, specialized focus on risk analysis. Responsibilities, conducting comprehensive task risk assessments, identifying potential risks and their impact, quantifying risks and prioritizing them for mitigation. Risk coordinator role, coordinating risk management efforts. Responsibilities, developing risk monitoring plans, tracing and monitoring risks toward the project life cycle. Coordinating response action among various stakeholders. Technical risk manager role, addressing technical aspects of risk. Responsibilities, identifying technical risk associated with software development, evaluating the impact of technical actions on software on project risks, advising on technical risk mitigation analysis of the strategies. Quality assurance manager role, ensuring software quality and risk mitigation. Responsibilities, identifying risk related to software quality, establishing quality assurance process to mitigate risks, monitoring adherence to quality standards, implementing corrective action for quality risk related risks. Stakeholder engagement manager role, managing stakeholder involvement in risk management. Responsibilities, engaging stakeholders in risk identification and assessment, communicating risk information effectively, incorporating stakeholder feedback into risk mitigation plans. So, conclusion, the classification of software. So, the role of the stakeholder engagement manager is role, managing stakeholder involvement in risk management, responsibilities, engaging stakeholders in the risk identifications and assessments, communicating risk informal information effectively, incorporating stakeholder feedback into risk mitigation plans. So this all are the roles and responsibilities of a different team or the different role of the people. And the conclusion for the topic is the classification of software project risk managers based on their roles and responsibilities is crucial for ensuring effective risk management throughout the project lifecycle. Each role, from the project manager to the stakeholder engagement manager, plays a specific and essential part in identifying, assessing, and mitigating risks. Collaboration, communication, and coordination among these roles are paramount for successful risk management in software projects. By leveraging the expertise of each role and working together cohesively, project teams can develop comprehensive risk mitigation strategies that contribute to the overall success of the project. So yeah, this is my topic for software project management. The topic name was classification of software project risk management based on their roles and responsibilities. So yeah, thank you. Thank you.